Hey, it's Força Barça here, and in today's video we're going to take a look at Aubameyang's spell at Barcelona. And though he's only been here for half a year, he's had a huge impact. So make sure to stay tuned, because Aubameyang definitely deserves the credit. First, let's take a trip back to January 2022. Xavi had only been the coach for a couple of months, some signings like Ferran Torres and Adama Traoré had already been made, and Barcelona were outside of the European spots in La Liga, were eliminated from the Champions League and knocked out from the Copa del Rey. Conclusion, it had been a terrible season thus far, the worst in years. Xavi's team had been playing good football now and then, but the end product just wasn't there, and often Luc de Jong had to come in with a late goal to keep the Blaugrana from dropping valuable points. A real striker who could make the attacks pay off was needed, and so Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang signed on a free transfer from Arsenal on the 5th of February. And what a signing it was. Let me just show you something. These were the results Barcelona had in January before he joined, and these are the results in February with Aubameyang. I don't even have to say anything, Aubameyang's arrival clearly changed something. So let's take a look at the role Aubameyang played in all of this. In the game against Atletico Madrid, he didn't have any goals or assists as a substitute. In that game, the damage to Atletico had already been done though, and in the last half an hour there was just a lot of chaos really. Against Espanyol, it was a difficult game, and Aubameyang again didn't have too much of an impact as a substitute. In the home game against Napoli in the Europa League, he started, but again didn't have any goals or assists. That night though, Barcelona was great overall, and the fact that it was a draw was mostly to blame on Ferran Torres, who missed about 4 big chances. Then the Blaugrana played away to Valencia, and this time the serious business was about to start. Aubameyang started and scored a hat-trick in a 1-4 win for Barcelona. And it's not like they created a lot of chances, they just played well overall and created goal-scoring opportunities here and there. And Aubameyang was clinical enough to turn them all into goals. So now he had really arrived, and more was to come. Because in the second leg against Napoli, Barcelona won 2-4, and Aubameyang was crucial with the runs he made and the goal that he scored. And it wasn't over yet, because in La Liga the weekend after, Athletic Club were defeated 4-0 and Aubameyang added a goal to his tally again. So February was a great month for the Blaugrana overall, with Aubameyang being one of the crucial players. In March, Aubameyang was rested in the first La Liga game that Barcelona won 1-2 away at Elche. At home against Galatasaray, he was a substitute and didn't have too much of an impact, as the game ended in a 1-1 draw. So there seemed to be a little drop in form, but at home against Osasuna, any doubts were taken away in a 4-0 win, with Aubameyang scoring of course. And away to Galatasaray in the Europa League, he was crucial again with a goal in a 1-2 victory that secured the quarterfinals of the Europa League. But I mean, if you will remember Aubameyang within 10 years, then it won't be because of those goals or those games. And that's also not what you clicked on this video for probably. What we will remember about him are the legendary games, and such a game was to come. On the 20th of March, Barcelona defeated Real Madrid 4-0 at the Bernabeu, a dream for the Blaugrana and a nightmare for Los Blancos. And I don't care if Real Madrid had an off day or Benzema couldn't play, because if you're Real Madrid and you play a Clasico, you can't tell me that you don't care or you don't give it your all. And who was the man of the match? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, scoring a brace and delivering a back heel assist for the goal of Ferran Torres. And I even remember that it could have been way more than only 4 goals that night. Real Madrid were nowhere and Barcelona had an easy time creating goal-scoring opportunities. So Aubameyang could have easily had a Clasico hat-trick, but I mean, he scored 2 and they humiliated Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, so everyone was happy. This was probably the greatest game Aubameyang played in the Barça jersey, and it will definitely be remembered for the coming decades. Then the international break arrived though, and as always, it had to come when the Blaugrana were in top form. When club football started again, Barcelona played at home to Sevilla and won 1-0, but Aubameyang didn't do too much special. Pedri scored the only goal of the game. But by now, Barcelona were in second place in La Liga, after 2 good months in which Aubameyang had been one of the most crucial players. As a player who came on a free transfer, it had definitely been the right decision to get him. I won't go over every game anymore now, because those 2 months were the most crucial and gave Barcelona their second spot. Now it was only about staying up there, because Real Madrid weren't going to give up the top spot. In the Europa League, Barcelona were of course eliminated by Frankfurt and, well, just like Aubameyang, I want to forget about that game as quickly as possible. He didn't score or assist in both legs. In La Liga in April, he did score a goal in the wins away at Valladolid and Real Sociedad, so he was still very important. In May then, the last month of the season, Barcelona secured their top spot with a 1-2 win against Real Betis, and Aubameyang was only a substitute here. In the following game against Celta Vigo though, he added 2 goals to his tally again, which were his last official 2 for the Blaugrana. There was nothing to play for really at the end of the season, and the best games had already passed at this point. This summer he went with the team on pre-season and there he scored some goals. I mean, he's a striker, of course he scored some goals. But in the first couple of games in La Liga, it was clear that Xavi didn't count on him anymore, and on the last day of the transfer market he completed this move to Chelsea, and I wish him all the luck there. So, if you look at his overall statistics for the Blaugrana, he scored 13 goals and gave 1 assist in 24 games, which is definitely great if you join the club in the middle of the season and play there for only half a year. Surely if you know that without those goals, Barcelona might have not ended up where they eventually ended up. Without Aubameyang, Barcelona might have not played in the Champions League this season. And I don't need to tell you how terrible of a disaster that would have been, both from a sportive and financial point of view. So for the time he's been here, he's been crucial for the club and he will always be remembered as a Blaugrana. One last thing I gotta say is that some players are quite stubborn when it comes to having to leave Barcelona when it's clear they don't need you anymore. Think about Lenglet and Umtiti. But Aubameyang perfectly understood Xavi and just agreed to leave, which is very respectable. So, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, thank you for all that you've done for Barcelona and good luck at Chelsea. You will always stay a Blaugrana. That was it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and feel free to share your own opinion on Aubameyang in the comments down below. Força Barça and have a good day.